Shannon, even without LeBron or Russ, did you see the makings of a championship team?
Well, look, I think what we saw last night is a lot of guys that's going to play a supporting role that was in starring roles. And I think the thing is, for me, Skip, is that I want to see Russ and I want to see LeBron out there with AD and two other guys that I believe whether it's Malik Monk or Ellington or whomever they're going to put out there. That's what I need to see, Skip. I mean, nobody showed up to see Genesis without Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel. Nobody.
Genesis?
Yeah, I go back. Yeah, I go back. Yes.
How do you know Genesis?
Because I know Genesis. I know. I'm music. My taste. I keep telling you, Skip.
Oates and Genesis?
Yeah. Skip, the Beatles. Who showed up to watch the Beatles without John Lennon and Paul McCartney?
Well, obviously.
Okay,
that's half the. That's actually 9/10 of what they were.
Okay, so you missing 2/3. The big three. There's a big three. AD's out there. I like what I saw with Malik Monk. I like what I saw with THT. Even Hillbilly Kobe gave me some good solid minutes. Yeah, you like Hillbilly Kobe. That's what he said they call it. That's his nickname. So I'm going to ride with it. It sounds good to me, Skip. Look, once we get back, and I don't know if they're going to play. I think they play again. They play the Warriors on Friday night, Skip, tomorrow night.
And I assume LeBron and
at some point,
Russ are going to play.
Skip, at some point in time, I don't think I have to play in the preseason.
I think they will.
Okay, and so I want to see LeBron, AD, and Russ, and be it Malik Monk, be it Wayne Ellington, or someone, go out there and to give me an indication of what I should expect. Now, I know what I'm going to get from LeBron. I just want to see how it meshes with LeBron, AD, and Russ. That's the key. Yep. To say, well, you saw AD looked bigger, Skip. AD, like, he put on like 10, 15 pounds. He looks bigger to me.
I did not see that.
Yeah, he looks bigger, Skip. If you put a photo of him last year and what he looks like this year, he looks bigger.
They said he beefed up.
Melo, I like what I saw with Melo. I just hope they don't get this, Melo started. Now, obviously, LeBron's out. Melo played about 24 minutes last year coming off the bench. Let's keep Melo in the role that he's played, and he's played well the last couple of years. Let's keep him like that. Let's keep him coming off the bench, giving us some offense off the bench. Let's do that. But I like what I saw, Skip. I still need to see the other two of the big three as a part of this thing to get a clear picture of, but it's going to take it's a work in progress, Skip. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is not a natural fit. Russ, LeBron, and AD. But if anybody can make this jacket fit, LeBron James can do it.
Okay. I'll start with Carmelo Anthony, who played his first game as a Laker, where you got to see him in the jersey, in the uniform, and he looked good in the uniform. I'll give you that. Could we see the first couple of jumpers that he made? Because he did have the guts to say, I got this. This is the one off the right side. Not bad. Not bad.
That's Melo. That's his shot.
That's Melo. And then here's the one on the left side, a little fall away.
That's him.
Not bad.
That's Melo, yeah.
The only thing that concerns me about the aging Melo is he has to labor a little bit to put the jump shot. It's a little harder for him to rise and stay risen before he releases. But I do think his body looks pretty good. I think he sort of saw the light that if he wants to stay in this league, as obviously he's in LeBron's draft class, that you have to do more of what LeBron does in the offseason, which is stay fit. And he looked like he was fit enough to play 17 minutes yesterday and looked pretty good at it. He was not huffing and puffing. Then I look at the rest of the Lake show yesterday, and it was new face after new face after new face.
Correct.
You have so many new players, a lot of strange new faces that are jarring to me. And I'm going to say it one more time. DeAndre Jordan's he's just done. He's not who he used to be. And there's a reason he fell completely out of the rotation for the Brooklyn Nets. And then they just said, sorry, we just don't want you anymore, because those guys love him. Kevin Durant loves DeAndre Jordan.
That was the only reason he was in Brooklyn, because of KD and Kyrie.
Thank you. And he's a strong voice in the locker room. And finally, I don't know if it's Sean Marks or Steve Nash or somebody just said, guys, we just can't do this anymore with him. We can do better than DeAndre. And then you guys jumped on him like you need him as your whatever you want to call him, backup to the backup.
Yeah.
Does he really belong on the team? I'm just not sure, because he was laboring to me, and he just doesn't look right in purple and gold. That's just me. He was a Clipper, you know, like
yeah, Clippers shouldn't be allowed to wear purple and gold.
Well, you could argue that, which is why we're not doing the topic today. But Montrezl Harrell blasted the Lakers for not utilizing him correctly last year. He said it felt like I had a whole year off last year. Well, I warned you about that, because he was a dissenter in the locker room. He tore that locker room apart the year before. Well, that's just who he is. So you can say good riddance there. Okay, so now we look at all these new faces, the Kendrick Nuns and the Wayne Ellingtons and the Kent Bazemores and the Malik Monk. Malik Monk has had a hot hand so far, but I warn you that 2 years ago he shot 28% from three. So he's all-time hot, cold. So I don't know if you can count on him.
I'm counting on him.
Are you?
Shoot at least 35%, probably 38 to 40.
Well, you want to bet on that?
I bet he shoot at least 38%.
38?
Yeah.
I'll go 39%.
No,
for
38.
cases.
I already gave 38 for 2 cases right now.
I'll think about that.
Okay.
And my man Austin Reeves out of the University of Oklahoma, they're trying to make the new Alex Caruso.
Yeah,
right?
Hillbilly Kobe.
I just don't know about him. He's from Arkansas originally.
Yeah.
I just don't, I'm not sure he's Caruso, because Caruso's pretty...
Even from Oklahoma. You should be. That's your homeboy.
I mean, he went to the university. He started at Wichita State, and then he went to OU, but he's from Arkansas, and both his parents played at Arkansas State. So he's got some genetic
right.
pluses.
He's got athletic background.
He's got some athletic background, and he's pretty good. But Alex Caruso's like special. Like he's like weirdly special. I don't know how he does it.
He's doing it up already in Chicago.
No, but he's actually, dare I say, a talent.
Yeah.
And LeBron loved co-starring with him down the stretch. He became not the closer, but he was in the closing lineup, right? Well, I don't know that Austin Reeves is going to be that guy. He can shoot it, and he's got good basketball IQ. But I just don't know. And then you've lost Trevor Ariza for a while because his ankle got so bad, they needed to go ahead and surgically clean it out.
Right.
Debridement, as they call it. So there you go. You've lost him. So it's going to be the all-time chemistry experiment for Professor James.
Right.
And I just don't know if even he can figure this one out before April, because you got to figure it out before April, because you need it to start going in the right direction when it's time to go.
But here's the thing, Skip. Look, the right seamstress can make anything fit. So LeBron James is the man that I expect to be able to take this jacket apart.
So now he's a seamstress.
And put it back together and give you the perfect fit. That's what really good, I don't care who, the name brand, but without the right fine tailoring, that thing ain't gonna hug like it's supposed to.
Nope.
LeBron James can take, you see this roster, and you listed all these names. Watch LeBron James, how he deconstruct this jacket, which means he's going to take it apart.
He's going
to put it back together and everything line up.
What you fail to mention is that into this new chemistry experiment, you are throwing the grenade that is Russell Westbrook. That's the problem. He blows it all up. I like all the misfit pieces. They don't all fit together. But if you throw number 0 into the equation, it's exploding. It's going sideways. It's going every which way but toward April. And I don't think Professor James can correct that.
He can. Because here's the thing, Skip. Sometimes it's called abstract. You have to look at it a different way. See, you look at this as a face man. I use it as a blindfold. You see what I did right there? That's what I do. That's how LeBron James can do things. You look at something and that's all you see. LeBron looks at something and is like, okay, I can make something totally different out of this.
Sometimes I think you're wearing your blindfold while you're watching games, because I don't think you see what's happening in the games.
I hope LeBron plays against the Warriors on Friday night.
He will.
And get a little sample. That's just a little sample.
Okay.
Because that's what we do. That's what we do. We drop a little track. We give you a 30-second snippet, and you know it's going to be fire.
I'm just hoping number 0 plays against the Warriors on Friday night, because then we get to see what we see.
That's what I want. I want all 3 of the big 3 to play.
Okay, number 0, as in 0 rings, is the new starting point guard. That's what they tell us. He's going to dribble the ball up the floor and make the first choice every time down.
Exactly.
You trust that?
Yeah, I do.
You do not.
I trust it.
Well, you already said it's not a natural fit.
It's not a natural fit, Skip. It's not a natural fit. But some of the best collabs haven't been what we thought was a natural fit, and they weren't.
Well,
Did you actually think? Did you think Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga would be a great fit?
No.
Exactly, you didn't. Now look at that.
I didn't care.
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying. Some of the greatest collabs haven't been like, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, whoa.
Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. Best fit? Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah,
right?
see?
Okay.
Okay,
Is that
thank
what we
you.
got going
That's
here?
what we got going. We're going to make it fit. We're going to make it work.
Listen, you're up against the all-time solo act, and you've given him the keys to the kingdom. You're the point guard. LeBron says we need Russ to be Russ.
Need him to be Russ. Needed to be Russ. Push the pace. We're going to push the pace. LeBron going to be running the lane. AD filling the lane.
You push the pace right out of bounds. He will lead the league in turnovers once again.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Yeah.
No, he won't. No, he
Okay.
won't. No, he won't.
He's going to drive LeBron James out of his mind.
Brian knew what, from playing against Russell all these years, he knew what he's getting into.
He knew if he could win with Russ, that it would be the ultimate feather in GOAT cap, right? That would actually elevate you into the GOAT conversation.
What you mean in the conversation? We already there.
No, you're not there.
I mean, they don't need to add no more books to the Bible. It's 66 of them in there. So we good. We already, the GOAT conversation, we can't do anything to add us.
Really?
We there.
So you're already the Bible?
We there.
Really?
The books of the Bible is
You're
what
the King James version, right? I get it.
All I'm saying is that there are the books in the Bible that are already there. They're not going to add anymore. So the conversation about GOAT, we're already in it. I believe we are the GOAT. But people like you, I'll let you say we're in the discussion.
Okay.
But we are the discussion, not in the discussion.
If you win this year's championship, in spite of Russell Westbrook, you join the conversation.
Yeah, you don't join no conversation. Stop saying that.
You're no longer the phony GOAT. I would at least give you GOAT conversation status. That's all you get. That would be pretty